Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you the real basics of crochet work. I've had a request and I'm going to show you how to do, once you've done a chain, how to start on a certain project that you want to do, whether you're going in rounds or whether you're working in rows. So when you're starting a project, I'm going to show you in a few minutes how you actually go from one point to the next point. But one of the best things for you to do is to learn your stitches. Just learn the basics, and what you're doing with crochet work is from these basic stitches you're making other stitches. You can make lace, you can make all sorts of different things, but your basic stitch, and I've done these ones one after the other so you can get an idea. This is your plain single crochet, and you can see how dense that is. That's plain single crochet. Then the next step is your half a double crochet. I'm still going to do a video on the half a double and your treble, which I haven't done yet, but I just want you to see the difference. It's really, your stitches are going from a smaller dense stitch to a longer, when I say longer I mean this way, longer and more lacy looking as you go up. So that's your single crochet, then this is your half a double crochet, then this is your double crochet, and this is your treble. As you can see, they're very different, and your treble is pretty large compared to your single crochet. So those are the stitches. If you can learn those, then you can take your crochet work further. But I'm going to show you, once you've made a chain, what to do. Either you're going to work in rows, or you're going to work in a circle, or you can make a granny square. But let me just show you that. Now let me show you, I've shown you on my one video how to do the slip knot. So you do your slip knot, and let's just do a few chain stitches. So when you're starting a project and you're going to be working in rows, this is what you're going to do. You're going to make however many stitches you are meant to have, and then you're going to turn around and go from one row to the next row. So let's go. I've just made a few stitches here, crochet them. Now you're going to go into, this is called your foundation chain. So I'm just making something really small, and now you're going to go into your next stitch. You don't go in the first one, you go into the next one. But always remember to add on an extra chain, just so you don't have to go into that one, whatever your pattern is saying. So now this is single crochet. You're just going to do that, and you're going to go single crochet all the way across, and this is just working in rows. There's nothing to it. You're just doing simple stitches from one side of the row to the other side. So now you've come to the end of that row doing single crochet. Now your pattern is saying you need to do double crochet. So whenever you're starting a new row with double crochet, you're going to be turning it around. But before you do a double crochet, the chain stitches for double crochet are 3. So just remember, for double crochet you have to do 3. 1, 2, 3. That's for your turning chain. So you're going to do 3 crochets, and then you're going to turn it around. And for double crochet, you just put your yarn over, and you're going to go into that first stitch. Now remember to count this stitch. That is 1. So that would be 1. Then this would be 2. And you'd keep going on. 3, 4, and you'd go to the end of the row. And that is all that you're doing. Now if you're making whatever it is, just they will tell you to chain, say 15 stitches, turn around and work your stitches that row. So at each end of the row you turn around and you start. That's just simply working in crochet work. So if you want to make a blanket or whatever, that's what you would do. Obviously you want to have an idea of what you're doing. If you're doing squares, or if you're just going to be doing a straight long chain, that's going to take you a long time, but that's generally what you do. Now I'll show you how to do it if you're working in a circle. Now when you're working in the round, once again you've got to follow your pattern. So you can't, unless you know how to work out of your head, just you're going to have a pattern. It'll probably tell you to do 4 chain. It'll say 4 chain. So I've just done 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch in your first chain. So you would slip stitch in that chain, and you just bring it through. That's a slip stitch. So now you've just slip stitched, pull that tight. Now depending on what you're doing, if you're working in double crochet, you would chain 3. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and then generally you're going to go into your circle. Every pattern is different, but this is your most generic. You're going to do, and most times they'll say however many. So let's say we need to do 7 in the circle. That would be 1, 2, 3, Alright, so now you've done your 7. Actually, let's just make it 8. Make an even number, it's easier to work with. So you've done 8 in your circle, and they would tell you that in your pattern. Then you're going to join at the top of that, the chain, the third chain that you made in the beginning. You're going to join over, you're going to go into that top chain, and you're going to just slip stitch, and now you've started your circle. There are a few things to remember when you're doing a circle, and I will do a video where you're actually making a circle. But you've got to follow your pattern, because I don't know what they're doing. This can be the beginning of a granny square, or this can be the beginning of actually just making a round circle. But that's basically the beginning. Well, I hope that this has helped you. It's the real basics, just going from your chain, your foundation chain, into whichever project. And we usually just take it for granted that everybody knows how to do that, but I just thought I would show you. So I hope that this has helped you, and I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Thanks. Bye.